Okay, as you can see from the footage, I had a bit of old... Oh look, I think this is iron bark. It was an old block that I had around that I just tried to use up, and I set the CNC up to cut diameter. I think it's 65 millimetres. It's, from the pictures I found of this old tool, the handle was about the same size as the body, so I worked with that. So I cut this one out, and when I was telling the CNC what to do, I told it to cut on the wrong side of the line. So this one cut inside the line where it should have been outside the line, and luckily I had enough wood to do what I needed to do. So, and this one here was 30 millimetres deep, and I looked at that and I thought by the time we routed the corner down and here, well, it'll be a real chunky handle, and the pictures were more like it would have been about an inch, which is what this is, or 25 millimetres. So I've gone this way, but what I'll do first, I believe, before I wreck this one again, before I bugger up the good one, is I'll crank the router up. It's only a little Makita lithium, 18 volt lithium router. I use this for everything, and I'm just going to try and bring it in there and put a couple of edges on it and just see what that looks like. And if I'm happy with that, well, we'll then do this one and yeah, see how we go. I was thinking of just oiling it, not putting any paint on it, sort of thing. The handle's got an oily film to it now, and you know, the side handle, so we'll just see. But anyway, let's see how this goes. We'll put it through as fast as it will go. That doesn't look too bad, but you can see because of the hard wood it actually chipped out on one side, which there's not much we can do with that. But that's probably a good one for underneath on the underside, and we can probably find a more rounded one for the top maybe. Anyway, we'll have another go. I suppose that's not too bad, is it? It leaves you... It actually sits in my hand quite well. Right, I think I'll go with that. And this top side, I can go to a larger radius if I need to, you know, just to bring it back in, but I think, you know, with a 1 inch one with that bevel on both sides, that'd be a nice handle to hang on to. It'd look the part, so let's just see, eh? It's not much of a router table, is it? I think that's okay. The grain's going this way, So when we screw it to the body, we'll put a screw each side to stop it from splitting. Alright, we'll keep going. Okay, that's looking pretty good. A few little marks, but that's sort of to be expected, really. And there's little numbers down here. Let's see, cross through there. Okay, I've been over tidying things up. I've got the end cap all bead blasted, cleaned, masked up, ready for some black paint. The main housing is the same, all bead blasted up, back to bare metal. I'll mix up some black gloss enamel and put a bit of hardener in it, make it a bit more robust. The main sprocket is all tidied up, that's come up well. The driven sprocket on the shaft, it's good. I've just tidied up the thrust washers. As you can see, I've polished up the main shaft here. That's looking good. This, you can just see the Miller's Fall writing and all in there. I've tidied that up, and I've tidied that up with bead blasting, and I've used a little 90-degree die grinder with a blue Rolock Scotch Brite pad. The blue's very fine and it doesn't take much metal away. And I'm yet to sand the handle here. I'm going to keep that handle, it's perfectly good by the look of it. And at the moment I'm in the process of tidying up the screws. So this is the main body screw, and here's the one I'm yet to do. So, and I'll just show you what I do here. Oh, this here is a paint scraper, and I wrap the wet and dry paper around and tape it on with masking tape, and then when you want a new piece of paper, you just take the old worn piece off. That gives you a nice new surface to work on. And so I normally just put a bit of CRC brake cleaner on it. Sometimes I use like the penetrate, and to clean all the screws up, we just run them back and forth, and that gives us a nice polished finish. And we've also got rid of the little burrs around the edge there. So we'll go around the outside edge and get rid of all the burrs as well. Well, that's pretty good. And a bit of brake cleaner on it, and you can see that it's a nice little screw. So I'll run through these other things like the little pointers that go into the valve the same way. And we have an edge here now that we can sort of sand inside a little bit. But these fellas here, there's probably enough of them to hang on to put the, if I put this little screw in there, just a few turns, I can probably head over and bead blast these and then polish them back again. That'll get all the dirt out of everywhere. So I'll keep cleaning. Yeah, and we'll go from there, eh?